Okay. One of the difficult things about digestion is that you have to break apart the shit in the food and then put it back together again to be the sorts of like proteins and shit that your body actually needs. And a positive of human meat is that it has the exact makeup of the things that your body needs already, which is maybe a coincidence. I'm not sure. I'm not going to think too far through why that is. I would rather just not think about it at the moment. But you could also just like eat a balanced diet and get the things that your body needs in a different way. I think. IMO. That's gonna be an IMO from me. Thanks for sharing that, Jackal. Hey, normalcy awaits. Yeah, you're in the wrong channel with that username, I think. That's not really what we're doing today. Come back tomorrow. Tomorrow I will talk at length about strategy games, perhaps. Prion diseases are, at least as far as I understand, an issue. That's my understanding, anyway. Look at these zero-cost torches. Sick. Humans can't properly survive without animal protein. Well, I'm glad you've solved that for us. Now everybody knows. You know what else humans can't survive without? Love. This turn's actually really complicated. Maybe I'm overthinking it. We can just leave all those alone, right? Boom, 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 boom. I think that's the line. Oh, did the drag go behind the champion? Maybe the drag is meant to go behind the champion. Seems okay though, what I did. At worst, it seems okay. Apply damage, apply 20 armor. Done. If you can't think of a situation where cannibalism isn't unethical, then you lack imagination. There's like ethically problematic, like there are downsides to it ethically, and then there's like unethical on aggregate or something. I think it's important to remember that there are those two things. Key, thanks very much for the 2 months. Bomushu to you as well. Is Twitch chat unethical on aggregate or yeah, probably. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe though. You take her out. Gosh. I have a story related to that Shazam, but I think it's inappropriate for current company, unfortunately. Or maybe fortunately, actually. Subsuming Blade? Is it time? What things are strictly ethical or unethical? There's a song about this, actually. Let's see. Strictly ethical. Chicken nuggets. Bubblegum. Pretending to text to avoid someone. Slow dancing. Slow pantsing. Strictly unethical. Breaking the rules of the Geneva Convention. Strictly ethical again. Adonis blood. Violent love. Giving needy woman. Caresses and hugs. I don't know why it has to only be woman. That seems sort of... Childbirth. Colin Firth. Tinky Winky's purse. There are a lot of things which are strictly ethical. I was banging 7-gram rocks. That's how I roll. Winning. I have one gear. Go epic winning. How are bubblegum and nuggets ethical? I'm not sure there's an easy answer to that. We got a demon fiend with a flicker's liquor. That's a 50-50 creature that we can put in play. Would I like it to be endless? Eh, not really. I want this to be endless. It doesn't do very much. It's just not very good. I think I'll pass. Do I perhaps give this more tank stuff? Roll for multi-strike. Hey, we hit! It's a good hit. I think it's worth the roll. Multi-strike's really good there. Aren't pampered creatures better tasting or something? Well, in season 2 of Hannibal, Hannibal spoke at gruesome length about how the meat he was eating tasted like it had been frightened when it died. So that's going to lead to me never sleeping at night again. Spoiler, by the way. Oh yeah, Hannibal is... Okay, yeah, that's a good point. We shouldn't spoil that for you. Hannibal is probably the hero of the story and is definitely not a cannibal. What was I saying? I feel like I was going somewhere with that, but I'm not sure where. Hannibal is incredibly well dressed as well. That's true. Oh, I was gonna say you should chop vegetables before like serving them in a salad or whatever, because it triggers a stress response from the vegetable, which releases more sugars. Makes it taste better. So you can actually go both ways on that. Some things taste better when they are not like having their stress response happen, but others actually taste better. A whole carrot has no place in a salad, not after I've finished eating it out of my salad. That's for sure. You can't control me. You come in here and think you can control me? You can't control me. Good luck. As a chef, that is bullshit. Yeah, I mean, it's probably not true in any way, but I can still say it. I'm on the internet. That's why juicing fruit is so bad. You scare the fruit into being unhealthy. But yes, it's absolutely true. It's a emotional thing. Hey, Killaran. That's terrifying. Stuff doesn't seem great here. Do you think my mods are trying to time me out right now? I can imagine that being very frustrating for a moderator of this channel. Two of them. Mods haven't timed out anyone in a while. Are they even doing their jobs? It's okay. We're all working in a pandemic right now. It's hard to be, you know? Hard to be that functional. $25 coins? So many coins, though. Some abilities trigger an additional time. I don't believe I have any of those yet. Let's just do a little check here. What the fuck? That was weird. Yeah, looks like we don't have any of those yet. Imagine being a mod internet janitor for free. Imagine being a viewer who didn't sub. Like, you just for free are giving the streamer ad revenue and your attention. Cue the ad. Clarity, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. Mangabomo show to you too. What should I do? Oh, I found it. Go here. 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 And here. Ethical meat consumption is interesting to you. I don't know about that shit either. That's that tough shit. Working that stuff out. Environmentally speaking, eat local foods. One way that food creates waste is in transit, but like another way might be that it's grown in an inefficient way. Like, for example, if you have local foods, but they're not foods that are like actually usually growing in the region of the world you live in, then like maybe the way that they got growing was like not actually super great, and so actually it's not great to be eating those. I don't know, it's all weird. There is, I guess, some theoretical thing that you aim for where you are feeding yourself in a way that is healthy but also doesn't use a ton of resources. And I think it is cool to aim for that, but it's like somewhat complicated to work out exactly what it is. You mostly eat sweets because you're a weak. They say that you are what you eat, which means that actually you would be sweet. That's just logic. We didn't even need these. Look at that. Our champions got it. No problem. I imagine that the fact that Daedalus only has 61 health left is helping a little bit. So Hannibal is a person. The show Hannibal is based on Hannibal Lecter's character from the book The Red Dragon, and it was a trilogy, right? It was The Red Dragon, Silence of the Lambs, and something else, I think. The Red Dragon, Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal, and Hannibal Rising. Okay, well the last ones are... their names are lame. How could you possibly remember that one's called Hannibal? That's... Anyway, Silence of the Lambs is a very famous movie. And there's a bunch of other media built off of those books as well. Transcendent combos with Ashes of the Fallen, but doesn't combo with none of the cards in the deck having summon abilities. Unfortunately. Everyone eats food, so very minor changes in how most people eat could have huge impacts. That's true. Sometimes there are very easy changes that could be made, but because they're like things that you do so often, or things that everybody does, they end up being very large changes. That's true on like a living with other people scale. It's also true like in your own life. Like if you can make a change where maybe you don't always like open your mail on time because you don't go to the mailbox in your daily routine. Maybe you could like adjust the path that you walk on your daily walk so that you go past the mailbox so you get your mail on time. Like, sort of a dumb example, but there are all sorts of like ways that you can do a little thing differently in your life which ends up making things work out better for you. And if you can make a small change which benefits you every day for the rest of your life, it isn't a small change at all. It ends up being a huge change. Building better habits. I want to take Transcendent for the memes, but I don't think it's good. I don't think any of this is very good. But I want it so bad. Do you think... I wonder how this actually works. Oh, whatever. It doesn't fit in the deck that we have at the moment. Our deck is Chonkers and Hidden Passage. It's assuming that having your mail today is better than just having it tomorrow. I don't know. I like got mail from some guy in Nigeria who came into a lot of money, and it was like a very time sensitive thing. So because he needed like fees to cover transactions for the money to get it to like bank account. It was sort of complicated, and so if I hadn't opened that mail like the day I did, probably he would have been shit out of luck and I wouldn't have got the cut that I'm gonna get soon. And that would feel bad. Like, I've finally found a good use for all of the sub money and all of the donations and all of the bits that you've supported me with since I started this channel 3 years ago. And it was just sitting on my savings account and I didn't have anything to do with it, and finally I'm helping someone with it and I'm making a little bit of extra money myself. Just would have felt bad if I hadn't managed to do that. Would have felt like a betrayal of your support. Let's skip these, they seem bad. Make a small change, take the meme card. Yes, so if you make a small change that makes your life worse repeatedly, that's a little bit different. That becomes a bad thing. Let's go this way. I could have gotten an endless transcendent. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, there's 4 of them. Oh my lord. I mean, okay. What am I gonna do? Not take it? That seems ridiculous. Unfortunately, I sort of can't get rid of my train stewards. Maybe I can. I get rid of torches. Probably we can get rid of torches and train stewards at about the same pace and it ends up lining up okay. And then I just need like any additional support for this and we're good. This could suck if we draw 4 demon fiends and 0 playable units on the same turn. Yeah, I mean, we'll just win with our subsuming blade or whatever it's called. I'm sure we'll be fine. Is there something like a chat draft extension for Monster Train? Not yet, I don't believe. It's pretty hard to mod this game, right? I don't know of any mods for this game yet. I guess the flip side is what if this happens? I guess that's the flip side. Oh no. Don't hit train steward, please. Thank you. Kind of easy not taking the plus Ember upgrade. I don't know. Is it? Like, card draw makes it more likely I can play my fiends too. Eh? Oh, our healthcare systems and their approach to like end-of-life care are, I would say, messy at times. It's 50-50. Yeah, I thought I was getting all of them every time, but then I realized that I couldn't actually fit the train steward in if I got the train steward, so... Oh, we won already. Well, this is... That's sort of... I mean... Okay, well, I guess this stuff didn't matter. Okay, whatever. When you summon the second unit during a turn, gain 3 Ember. Inferno. I can make all of the units and then I can kill them all. I don't know. Seems pretty good. Inferno time? Let's do it. It's always Bounty Stalker and Remnant Pact at the same time, it feels like. Every time. What if I just wanted one or the other, you know? Not sure this is a Bounty Stalker run. I have no way to reformat, and I have... Yeah. I think it just doesn't get big enough to matter. Dies 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Eh. I think the like week before Hornbreaker Prince got buffed was the week that I got him to 1000 attack times 9 multi-strike, so I've always been a little bit confused by the like Hornbreaker Prince feels weak stuff. Like, does it? I don't know. 9,000 damage is a bit. I don't know. How many Demon Fiends do you need on a floor to kill Seraph? Probably not that many. None of them have quick or anything. Anecdotal evidence isn't evidence. Sure, but I was telling you, I was telling you my like anecdotal experience with the card, because that's what I base my understanding of the card on. Welcome to my channel where everything that you hear, literally everything, is an anecdote from me. Stay a while and listen. But it says evidence in the name, that's a great point. That's a great point. Game designers disagree. Sure. What do you want me to say to that? Let me know when they release their strategy guide so I can learn how to play properly. How's it going, Ratley? What you gonna hit? Actually, let's do this first so we don't hit that thing. 50-50. Actually, I guess this sort of counts as a hit, doesn't it? I guess it was better than 50-50 then. Wasn't that he was worthless before? It's just much easier to get him going now. Yep. Yeah, he was buffed. The Exodes. Just like being able to attack for a lot is one of the most important things in this game, and this creature has Slay and Multi-Strike like in its build path, like without having to buy anything for it or anything, it just gets Slay and Multi-Strike. So I don't know. Sure. I don't think it was like ludicrous to buff it or anything, but something to be aware of maybe. Wish someone would buff you? Nah. I'm sorry to hear that, but not gonna happen. Gilgamesh could probably buff you. So, because this has sweep, it's just as good to play it on the bottom floor as to put it on the top floor, right? Unless I'm like crazy. Only you can buff you? I like it. It's better to put it on the bottom floor because of rage. Well, yeah, sure. Not really sure it matters much. You ascend a boss. You can ascend a boss. If I had so desired, I could have ascended the boss there. Take another Inferno with Flicker's Liquor and this thing. Have been offered Transcendent again. There's a Dark Deal here. Dark Deal's sort of fun. I think it is like another Inferno. And Crushing Demise feels like it does what Inferno does, sort of. And I have two Infernos. Inferno feels like it does it a little bit better, maybe. Not sure how I'm gonna tank the thing. You have armor that blocks full damage, they don't get lifesteal. I assume so. DSM Chris. I don't see why they would. Okay, it's time for Foul soon. Five subsuming blades with holdover. Sorry, the part where it has holdover in this hypothetical is very funny to me. Isn't it too late to get the 5 event? Is it? Maybe, I don't know. Can you not get that late in the run? Maybe you can't. I feel like it only shows up early. Maybe it does only show up early, I don't know. I'll hold over this one because it's more fun. And why are we here if not to have fun? Playing 40 armor seems pretty good. Whenever you get extra space or lose space, a magic power only shows up mid-game, never at an early event. Probably true. Still haven't gilded Rage Serum, the one that applies 3 rage for 0. Why would I have gilded that? I can't really think of a reason why I would have gilded that. The card seems okay. Yeah, if we started with the relic that deals thingamajig when you consume a card, it seems reasonable. Rage Serum doesn't need gilding, as Shakespeare said, to gild refined gold and all that. Which one's Shakespeare again? I'm sure you're right. It was a popular rapper back in the 80s. Did you know that we are now actually as far from 1880 as we are from 1980? Passage of time is fucking crazy. It's like the Egyptians with their pyramids and stuff. Can't believe 2010 was 50 years ago. Yeah, it's a lot to take in. Trying to work out how much I care about leveling up Subsuming Blade this turn. Fight seems like it's already over, right? I think we just... Okay, so we do this and this. Shrek was written at the same time as The Tempest, which explains a lot about both of those pieces of media. Like a lot. I did not read The Tempest. I was assigned it for a class once. It was one of the moments in my life where I was not doing a very good job with classwork, and I did not read it. But I remember there was a storm, and no, that's actually it. It was the class I took with the professor who looked like Santa Claus and drank cough syrup from the bottle while lecturing. I think twice. I think twice. Maybe I shouldn't laugh about it. It's sort of hard not to laugh about it, though. Fine. Final wait. How many of these can I kill and still kill Fel? I can kill 2 of them, right? Deal 20. Attacks you 5 times, 250 plus another 120 times 5 is 620, 870. Good. We're gonna kill Seraph with Subsuming Blade. I mean, if Seraph survives long enough. We're good. Double armor on a unit. It's quite a lot of armor. Illegal bagel. More card draw, more ember. It is the Ember Drain boss fight. I should probably take Ember. Why does Last Stand cost 3? I don't know. There's a lot that I don't know. And that's one of it. Is Subsuming Blade good enough to duplicate at 44? It needs to be at 190. Feels bad. This is my tank demon fiend. This one goes in the front. Lord Fiend? I don't think so. Doesn't really fit on my floors. I don't have capacity. It's also only 15 attack, and the like toughness on it isn't really relevant, I don't think. It seems sort of like spending 100 gold to make my deck worse, which is something I try to avoid. Do all of my damage spells have piercing? Yup. I guess spell shield doesn't matter much then. We're good. We're set. Bring it. I'll make Crucible, Warden plus Inferno work someday. Crucible, Warden plus Inferno. Oh, I see. You're disappointed that it has piercing. Gotcha. Understood. Farewell, my friends. Need a March of Shields. Beautiful. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, I think. Let's go. It's about to get a little bit violent here. Maybe one of these. Weekend's going pretty well, Red Crane. Been an okay weekend so far as weekends go. Hope everyone else is having a swell weekend. As well. A brief respite. Do I have to play this already? Maybe I do. Feels bad. I thought about duplicating the one cost thing that got me armor. Seemed like a reasonable duplicate. They don't seem fond of fireballs raining from the sky. Yeah, it's understandable, right? Like, it's sort of understandable. Do I think Hornbreaker Prince feels like the odd one out? Probably. Like, until he gets killed by the subsuming blade, at which point he stops feeling anything. Can duplicate branding right. It's probably the best thing to do right now. You have to die, but that's a sacrifice that I am willing to make. Apply daze to enemy units when they enter the floor below the pyre room. LOL. Okay. Well, that makes it easier. Demon. This was pretty good. Alright. Armor is yellow, not green. Hey, Pickle Man. Thanks for the 1 month streak. I'll put more show to you too. I'm not doing this, and then, no, doing this. And then I always have a bunch of Ember every turn after I've drawn it the first time. Also, I can stack my Subsuming Blade on it repeatedly. I think it's a great play. Maybe the best play. Let Seraph win? No. Wait. Well, no. No, I'm not gonna do that. Wait, it's not Ember Drain fight, it's Sap fight. Oh. I'm a big dummy. Whoops. What does endless mean? Do they die at 0? Endless means when a unit dies, it is put on top of your draw pile instead of in your like dead units pile or whatever. This is not going to work very well for you, Seraph. This is just not gonna be great for you. I'm sorry to say. Oh, that like dies. Whoops. Could play this. Takes a bit of damage, but doesn't die. I'm not sorry at all. Please, I just said I was. My favorite thing about this run might be that I didn't actually get to duplicate 5 on these, I just, like, actually just got 5 of them. It's pretty incredible. Okay. There's really no reason to play Subsuming Blade, right? I could deal 68 per turn to Seraph. I mean, I guess. I don't know. 2 were Hellvented. Yes, I think at least 2 were Hellvented. $160 should be plenty. $12 sap thou. Is there cause for concern? Alright. GG. GG. These are my stats, and I will attack you with them. I have moved Seraph up there to get extra damage. You can move bosses up before the boss rush. You can move them down, but not up. But that doesn't make any sense, so probably I'm just wrong, right? Because that wouldn't make any sense. Took every trial. Did I? Does that screen show you that you take every trial? I didn't know that. You'll probably try reading that screen sometime. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I will be right back.